Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Mandy, holistic lifestyle fitness and nutrition expert, here to chat with you guys tonight about tips to make 2017 your best year. So once you jump on, do me a favor, say hello, comment below, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're joining now, Film 11 appreciation for being on the live video. If you are tuning in later on, that's great too. Still, go ahead and comment below and just let me know that you watched this video. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you so much for tuning in. Mark, Cher, Amy, Veronica, Helen K. Says I have a lot more people watching, but I don't see down below who it is. Mike White says Austin. Awesome, Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Amy from Iowa. Yes, sister, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being a part of my live videos and being so supportive. Hi, Mandy from Braun. What's up, Andrew? How are you doing tonight? So once again, tonight we are going to talk about how to make, or one of the tips, okay, we're going to start out kind of basic, but how to make 2017 one of your best years yet. So once you tune in, like I said, just do me a favor, comment below, say hi, let me know where you're tuning in from, and also feel free to share this video. If you click the little share button here, you will actually share this video onto your timeline, and then everyone on your Facebook list, all your friends and everyone else, will actually be able to see this amazing information about how we get to make conscious decisions and conscious efforts in transforming our lives and creating our reality, creating whatever type of life we choose to live, right? No one is making us think anything, and actually you would be surprised, but that's actually where it all starts. So we're going to talk all about that here in a second. Jamie Smith says hello. Thanks so much, Jamie, for tuning in. So how are you guys doing tonight? Comment below, let me know how you're doing. Are you excited for 2017? Are you excited? Do you have a New Year's resolution written? Kind of tell me what's going on with you. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mandy Fonville. I'm a holistic lifestyle fitness and nutrition expert. I have been a trainer for almost 12 years. I'm also a yoga instructor. I have a certification in advanced food healing, and I'm super passionate about living a holistic lifestyle and cleansing and detoxing and supporting the body with lots of high quality nutrition, fruits and vegetables, smoothies, juices, soups, things like that. And then obviously too, transforming your life with consciousness, like I just mentioned a second ago, literally being conscious of what you're thinking about. So as in thinking what you're thinking about and not just letting your mind, flow aimlessly. So let's see. Jamie says 2017 is going to rule North Carolina. Woohoo. Excited for the Cowboys game. Yes, Andrew, that's actually why I moved this video up, is because my mom reminded me that the Cowboys were going to be on tonight. And so a lot of people will be watching that game. So yeah, thanks so much for commenting, Jamie. And how are you doing, Priscilla? Thanks for tuning in, beauty. So once again, Film 11 appreciation for you guys. If you choose, go ahead and share this video to your timeline so that other people can get this information. If you're on the live video, I appreciate you being here and taking your time. And also if you're catching the replay, you can still comment below, and I will always get notifications on the videos, so I can obviously comment back to you. Or if you require more personal support, feel free to send me a private Facebook message, because I'm here to support you guys. So also, I just want to make the disclaimer really quick that I am not a doctor. So all this information is for educational purposes only, and it is not meant to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any dis-ease in the body. And make sure you speak with your regular medical doctor or physician if you require. So I just want to get that out of the way. So once again, this is just all for educational purposes only. Hey, Jerry, thanks for tuning in. How are you? Priscilla, 2017 is my year. New year, new beginnings, and improved mindset, dedicated and committed. Boom. That's right, sister. I know you are. I'm so stoked for you ladies. Okay. So once again, we're talking about tips to make 2017 your best year. And tonight's tip, first tip, because this is going to be like a little series of videos that I'm actually going to do for you guys. But the first tip tonight is going to be, for one, the main thing that we require doing when we ever, plan to go in a different direction is to make a decision, right? So if you guys notice, a lot of times I use the hashtag make a choice to make a change. And a lot of times I'll post, it's just as simple as making a new choice. Because if you look at it like that, and you look at it as being simple, and you look at it as being something like, oh, well, all I have to do is make up my mind to do this. And so already right there, you are removing any blocks, or you're removing removing any resistance that's causing you to potentially dread what it is you're choosing to create, right? Because if it was easy, then chances are you would have already done it. So right now, let's just say we're talking about, making 2017 your best year. And as we know, most people have New Year's resolutions and they, desire to lose a certain amount of weight or get back into a certain size clothes or dress, etc. Maybe some men, they want to gain more muscle, whatever it is. But I'm kind of going to base this one around health and nutrition and fitness and mindset, of course, because that's what I specialize in. But essentially, you could use this for anything, because maybe you're going to make a decision to step it up harder at work so you can get promoted, to that next level, etc., which would also be, something very beneficial for your life. So right now, the first thing I want to point out, though, is that we require making a decision. We require making a choice to make a change, okay? The key word there is the word choice. So in case you guys haven't noticed, we actually get a choice in what we think, right? And whatever thoughts we have going on is usually what leads to some type of action. And then those actions are what actually produces their results. So the way God created us is that we are actually, the only species on the planet that actually has free will and can think, intellectually about what it is we're choosing to create. And therefore, our thoughts actually project out energy, which actually is what attracts everything going on in our life. And if you don't know anything about the laws of the universe, specifically the law of attraction, I invite you to do some research on that, because these are laws of the universe. This is not something that, some scientist or someone just thought up and said, oh, this is the way it's going to be. And then everyone else piggybacked and was like, yeah. I mean, this really is laws of the universe. Of course, like a lot of this is mentioned in the Bible and in other places. And so it's all law-based, right? So if you choose to relate to it as in scripture, that's fine too. Whatever works best for you. But basically what I'm trying to point out here is that we always have a choice to do something differently, right, than we are doing it right now. And actually earlier today too, I saw this meme that I thought was really cool. And it says, you're one decision away from a brand new life. And I read that and I was like, boom, yeah, like that's so true. Because literally you can make a decision right here in this moment right now that would literally change the trajectory of your life if you chose to. And we all know that we have the ability to make those kinds of decisions. And I used an example earlier on my live Facebook video in my closed group that, I made the decision that I was choosing to go live by the beach. I was choosing to go live in Florida. And so I started doing all the things that, allowed me to manifest and attract the perfect little place, perfect price, fully furnished, right by the beach, 3 blocks away. Everything I was looking for, literally packed up everything in my car and drove, to Florida, because that is what I was choosing to do. So, just that decision of me, choosing to go be in a place that, actually it's my happy place. And that's where I feel the most in alignment and the most in touch with God. Everyone has their own different experiences. But for me, it's actually the ocean. And it's actually the beach. And so that is my example of how I made a decision. And, I was that one decision away from a brand new life, because there you go. I went and did it. So we all actually have that power and we have that choice to create whatever it is in our life. Okay. Maybe you can't jump up and go move a couple states over, or move to the mountains, or move to Tahiti, or who knows, right? Maybe that is not necessarily in your options, but there are things that are there in your options to create a new life for yourself potentially. So that's up to you. Obviously, too, like I mentioned a second ago, is that it's all about choices that we make. So you, my friend, have that ability to make up your mind to do something different. So I also wanted to let you guys know. Hang on, let me see. Okay, Amy. Hey, sister, how are you? No A&M gear. No, not right now, but I do have my Aggie ring on. Watch the video, The Secret. Yeah, Amy's right. The movie, The Secret, is really phenomenal. So if you guys have never seen that, make sure you check that out. And Jay says, should have came to South Carolina. Oh, yeah, I've never been to South Carolina. But like I said, I was choosing to go to Florida. It's just something I had been choosing to do for a couple years now. So I'm going to just go ahead and point this out, that I don't really agree with making New Year's resolutions. And the reason why is because I believe that if you require a certain date to make a big change in your life, then you're already giving your power away, right? Because like I said a second ago, is that, literally every second of every moment, we get to make a choice. So moment to moment, we're making new choices. And, that minute turns into hours. Those hours turns into days. Days turns into weeks. So literally, literally from moment to moment to moment, we have the power to make a choice, to make a change in doing something different. And it doesn't have to be anything super elaborate. Like say, you know, maybe you were going to watch the Cowboys game tonight, but you haven't worked out yet. And so you said, well, you know what? I'm going to turn on the Cowboys game and I'm going to do some squats and some sit-ups and some push-ups and some lunges and some jumping jacks right here while I watch the Cowboys game. Because A, I didn't get my workout in today. And I know that if I get my workout in, for one, I will feel better about myself mentally because I accomplished something. Two, I will feel better, you know, physically because of the endorphins and all the things that are produced when we actually work out. And you're actually getting to watch the football game. So chances are you're going to be enjoying yourself doing that. And you're not going to be thinking so much about doing the exercise, right? So that's just one little example of a choice. And of course, I could give a ton of different examples, but that's just one thing that I want to point out is that you do not require waiting until January 1st, 2017 to do something different. You literally can make the decision right now that starting right now, you're going to go ahead and commit to your health goals right now. Notice I keep on saying right now. So it's like, when is now a good time for you to actually commit to doing something that you are choosing to have? Why would you, choose to put it off a little bit longer when you can simply make the decision and go ahead and get going with it now? So once again, the reason is because I believe that we require claiming our authority, claiming our authorship over our life, and being empowered to make the decision of doing something at any moment in time. It doesn't have to be January 1st, the beginning of a calendar year. Although, like I mentioned earlier, that does work well for some people. But once again, I'm just trying to bring you back to the fact that life is about choices. And, you have a choice to brush your teeth in the morning or not. You have a choice of what clothes you're going to wear, to work or not, or whatever it is. But we always have choices literally about everything. You have a choice to sleep an extra 30 minutes or to get up and go, take a jog around the neighborhood. So, once again, you're one decision away from a brand new life. I love that meme. It's super awesome. Jamie says, who's going to ask how young Mandy is? I'm guessing 23. Oh, no, I'm actually 36 years young. So, yeah, I have no challenges with talking about my age. I think also, obviously, for one, we're infinite beings, but as we get older, let's just say, aka younger, but as we expand here on earth, that we actually become wiser. So hey Melinda, thanks for tuning in, beauty. So so the other thing too, we have the mental capacity to choose. We have free will. We have the choice to have the thoughts that, we choose to have in our mind. There's not anyone else that can come in and think our thoughts for us. And so I know I've talked about this before, but there is actually a book written about it, and of course a movie, but about a prisoner of war who talked about how, despite the fact that he was actually in, a prison camp, that he realized that those, his captors couldn't, take over his thoughts in his mind. And so he chose to think a certain kind of way, and that's actually why he survived. I think that's beautiful. So, this is really, honestly, guys, about recognizing your self-worth and choosing to become the best version of yourself. So you've probably seen me post this stuff quite a bit because, it is at the root of what I do in my business. The root of what I do in my business is empowerment and empowering others to make a choice, to make a change, and do something different with their life. Because it doesn't matter literally how old, how young, where you're at, where you came from. If you've never worked out before, if you've never eaten fruits and vegetables before, any of that, like, you can make a choice right now to move forward in doing those things. So the other thing I want to point out really quick too is that it's easy just to have a lot of talk, right? It's easy to talk a lot about things that we're choosing to do. But you yourself know of those things that potentially you have been putting on the back burner, let's just say. And maybe you keep saying, like, this year I'm going to get down to this size, or this year I'm going to do this, or and so you have these things, but you never really accomplish them. And typically the reason that you never accomplish them is because you do not have a vibrational shift that goes along with what you are saying. So what that means, like I said earlier, is we are energetic beings. And so however we think is how we feel, and how we feel is how we actually vibrate and emanate out into the world. Okay. So it's not enough just to say all day long about what it is that you're choosing to create or what it is you're choosing to do, but we actually require going ahead and getting into that feeling place and making that vibrational shift into the fact that it's already happened. So if you say right now, let's just say, for example, someone says, I choose to, maybe they're a size 12 and they're like, I choose to be a size 8. Whatever it is, it can be pounds, it can be size, whatever works for you. But you require getting into that feeling place. Okay, cool. Now that you're a size 8, what's new and different for you? And then you get to feel all those experiences of like, man, I still have that awesome dress. I only got to wear it one time. Once I get back into a size 8, I'm just going to feel better about myself. I'll feel more confident to actually go to the gym and work out, because maybe right now you're embarrassed and you don't feel comfortable like being out in public. There's so many things, right, that could be going on. But when you make a decision to make a choice, to make a change, like I said, the first thing is you require making the decision. Okay. So realize that it is a choice, and obviously you require making the decision. And then you take it a step further and you say, what is that going to turn into? What is it I'm choosing to create? What is it? Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to do a fitness competition? Do you want to get a juicer and juice every single morning? Like, what does that look like for you? Because only you know that. So you can take out a pen and piece of paper and you can write some things down, but really listen to your heart. Listen to what resonates with you. Listen to what your higher self or your higher purpose is calling you to do, because chances are, when you follow your heart with your inspiration of your higher power or your higher purpose, and you're going right in line with all the things that are really for your greatest good and your higher purpose, it really is fun and easy. Like, you will actually enjoy it, and there will be a lot of benefit to it as well. Obviously, there'll be benefit in it for you, but also, have you ever noticed that when someone makes a decision to do something better for themselves, it typically has a ripple effect on other people? So whether that's like their close friends, even their Facebook friends, it can be your coworkers, etc. But I've always noticed with my clients in the past, or even me personally, when my clients see me doing stuff, it motivates people. It's kind of like, wow, if she can do that, then I can do that too, or whatever that looks like for you. But I believe that when someone makes a personal decision to better themselves, they are actually bettering everyone else as well. And that's actually called collective consciousness, meaning that your thoughts and what it is you're choosing to create is actually having an effect on the world. So I believe that wholeheartedly. Once again, this goes back to laws of the universe. So if you're choosing to do some more research on that, check out the law of attraction for one. That's one of the main ones, but there's a lot of different laws. But that's one of the main ones. So the other law that I really like is the law of sacrifice, meaning that we actually we require sacrificing and giving up something in order to make a step above that. So if, say right now you don't feel like you have time in your schedule to work out, but say every evening you get home and you turn on your DVR and you watch Dr. Phil, or you watch a soap opera or something that you recorded that day, well, you get to put into effect the law of sacrifice, and you get to sacrifice not taking part in that to do something better for yourself, so that you can actually make a step up in progress, if that makes sense. Whereas with that example, you could still have that on and you could still be doing your workout or whatever, but maybe it's like you skip happy hour, on Wednesday nights, because instead you choose to go to Zumba for an hour. So you skip Wednesday night happy hour. So you're sacrificing going to happy hour, potentially having foods and beverages that you really normally wouldn't have if you didn't go to the happy hour. And you actually take that time to go to the Zumba instead, which would obviously be a lot more beneficial for you. So that is called the law of sacrifice. And of course, there's law of attraction. And once again, there's many other laws, but if you choose to, do some research on that. So, yes, Jamie, energetic beings, I completely agree. And hey, Tracy, how are you doing, sister? Thanks for tuning in. So, the other thing I want to point out too that's really cool is, you've heard this saying before, fake it till you make it, okay? And what that really means is that you literally go ahead and you become that version of that person. So I choose to know what all it will take for you to get motivated to do those things. Maybe I've actually heard of some of my clients, they literally sleep in their workout clothes. Like, they sleep in their sports bra and their biker shorts or whatever, so that then when they wake up in the morning, their tennis shoes are right there. The alarm goes off. They put their tennis shoes on. They, grab the dog or whatever, and they're out the door to do their morning jog or whatever they choose to do for their workout. But whatever's required of you, you literally fake it till you make it, meaning you put yourself in the position of that you've already decided to do. So maybe, like I said, you want to make the commitment for 2017 to be a size so-and-so, or maybe you want to do a marathon. Well, obviously, if you're going to do a marathon, you require training for that marathon. And so that takes time, that takes effort, that takes energy, that takes, commitment, putting it in a calendar of, this day I'm going to train at this time, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what it means when you're basically taking the steps. You're faking it till you make it, because maybe you're not there yet, but that is where you're going. So you're basically seeing your end from from the beginning, or you're seeing your beginning from the end. I said that backwards. So you know what your end result is. You know what it is that you're choosing to create. So now that you know what that ultimate goal is, because you choose to run a marathon, you know, January 31st, 2017, now what do you require doing to be ready to run that marathon at the end of January 2017? So then that's when you start making your plans of how you're going to do it. So maybe if it's losing weight or getting fit, maybe you require support from a coach. Maybe you require support from someone in person. So you hire a personal trainer, or you know, start attending Pilates or yoga or Zumba. Maybe you start playing tennis. You know, obviously this is what I do. This, you know, if you choose to have my support, contact me. But whatever it is, make sure that it's fun. Make sure it's something that you enjoy, because if it's not, chances are you're not going to do it. So if you're just jumping on the bandwagon because that's what other people are doing, or maybe the girls at your office are going to go do Zumba, but you're not really coordinated and you don't really like to dance, and maybe you don't feel comfortable in large crowds, then probably I would say not to commit to going and doing Zumba with those ladies, and figuring out what actually resonates with you, what resonates with your heart, and what feels good to you. Because I promise you, if you're following your heart, then you can't go wrong. So that's where we actually get to stop, take a minute to chill out, take some deep breaths, you know, whether it's laying down at night before you go to bed or whatnot, but getting really in touch with yourself and saying, you know what is it I'm choosing to create? What is it that I have been maybe putting off for the last several years? You know, what is it that I've always kind of said, oh, you know, that's on my bucket list. One day, you know, I'd like to do a triathlon or anything, you know, whether it's fitness related, mindset, health, etc. But whatever it is, only you know that. So once again, faking it till you make it and just pretending already to be that person, and that's actually how you will achieve your goal. So I'm trusting that this information really supported you guys tonight. I was super excited to share it with you, and I will be doing another live video tomorrow night at 7:30, as well as Thursday night at 7:30. And I will actually post that, you know, tomorrow night to give you guys a reminder that I'm going to be going live. And tomorrow night I will have another brand new tip for how to make 2017 your best year. And also, before you guys go, I want to remind you that I do have a free 4-day emotional detox challenge that actually started tonight. I did the video in that closed group just before this video, but you can go ahead and still join. The video tonight was basically a welcome video with a couple other cool little things. Doing some contests and prizes and things like that for my ladies in there. It is for ladies only, and I actually posted the link to the group above this video. So if you just go up there and click on that, it will have a button where you can request to be a member, and then of course I will approve your membership. But like I said, we started tonight. It's 4 days long, so obviously it's going to go tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm going to be giving away some cool prizes. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be sharing a lot more. I mean, this is not even what I shared with them earlier, so I have a lot going on in here that I get to share with you guys, and I'm blessed to be able to serve people with this knowledge and this information that has worked so well for me and transforming my life like a beautiful little butterfly. So I love it. And if you guys are interested, once again, just click the link above this video. Join my 4-day emotional detox challenge for females only. And for the men, just make sure you jump on tomorrow night and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. here on my personal page for some more information. So once again, if this served you, do me a favor, hit the share button, share this video on your timeline so that other people can check it out. Also, make sure that you are signed up to get my notifications when I go live on here. And then, of course, if you have any other questions about what I do, you can check out my website. It's also above this video, mandyfonville.com. And as always, feel free to send me a private message if you have any questions or concerns about anything. But feel my love and appreciation for you guys. Like, let's make 2017 our best year, but let's make that decision right now to go ahead and get that ball rolling. Not that you have to wait until January 1st, 2017. So give me some thumbs up and some hearts if you guys are feeling that. Give me some love. I'm going to take a sip of water. And once again, feel my appreciation for you guys being on here live. Hey, Lori, how are you, sister? Hey, Dawn. Awesome. I appreciate you guys. So once again, feel my love and appreciation. Tomorrow night I'll be on here again at 7:30 p.m. Chat with you guys soon. Bye. Love you.